tonight surrounding the scandal-plagued Lakeland Police Department. An advisory panel just releasing nearly 24 recommendations aimed at fixing the department's recent trouble. Our Ryan Raish is live tonight in Lakeland with more on these recommendations. Good evening, Ryan.
Yeah, Linda, it took about 13 long meetings by the citizen panel to finally get to this point, and here we are. I'm holding it in my hand right now, the final list of some 22 recommendations for the Lakeland Police Department and how to get it back on track after going through scandal after scandal, the biggest obviously being the sex scandal that involved some 24 officers, many of whom lost their jobs. Now, before I tell you what's in this final report, I'm going to tell you what's not in there. The LPD Advisory Board is not calling for the firing of Lakeland Police Chief Lisa Womack or City Manager Doug Thomas. In fact, the chair implied they are the right leaders to implement their recommendations. They include communicate better with the media and the public, hold quarterly meetings with the state attorney's office to improve the relationship, and the one they feel most strongly about is a confidential survey for all city employees to assess morale and see what areas need to change.
We can only be successful if you as a group ultimately say, we're behind this. If you are split, this project is doomed. We need to have unification to move this organization and to move this community forward.
Now, the board will study overall the 22 recommendations and will later vote on what ideas they want to put into action. I can tell you this was a marathon meeting today leading into this afternoon. It started at 9 o'clock. This issue lasted about 5 hours. It was the longest meeting I've covered here at the City Hall in Lakeland. And also the attitude seemed to shift today. A couple weeks ago, there were at least 2 commissioners that called for the firing of the chief of police and city manager. Today, they seem to tone it down a little bit. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we talked to the chief of police right after today's meeting. She sizes up these recommendations. Also, her take on the pressure. That's at 6 o'clock. For now, live in Lakeland, Ryan Raish, ABC Action News.